Welcome to the chicken apocalypse. Chaos is breaking out all over the UK as hundreds of KFC stores shut down over a lack of chickens. The brouhaha started when the fried chicken giant dropped its old distributed partner and shacked up with DHL, which then proceeded to fail at its job miserably. The distribution mess-up meant more than half the outlets in the country were left with empty buckets and no chickens for frying. Thousands of hangry fast food customers had to turn elsewhere for their fried chicken needs, which sucks for Colonel Sanders. The good old Colonel is currently working on a solution, but unless he can mass-produce birds, doesn't look like anyone will be getting their 11 herbs and spices fix anytime soon. There are some KFC joints that remain open, but they have a limited menu and the company can't say for sure when everything will be sorted out. Nothing like a food scandal to get you off that junk.
Yes, there's a photo. A Michigan mother may be looking to quit fast food as a New Year's resolution after discovering her fish sandwich came with extra protein. After getting McDonald's takeout on Wednesday night, the woman took a bite out of her filet-o-fish before picking it apart as part of her usual routine. While inspecting the deep-fried patty, she found a worm weaved between the fish and its breading. Ew! The woman went back to the store to complain, but they could only offer her a refund and a corporate number to call. She declined the refund, as well as an attempt to take the tainted sandwich away, supposedly for testing. Instead, the woman stored the wormy patty in her freezer for safekeeping. McDonald's corporate seems to have made contact, though whether or not the issue has been resolved remains unclear.
Dead rodent found in Subway sandwich in Oregon. Finding something nasty and unexpected in your food at a restaurant is the last thing you want. When Jay Armstead and Matt Jones went to the Subway restaurant in Lincoln City, Oregon for their lunch break, they were shocked to find a rodent in the spinach of a sandwich. Jones documented the incident by snapping a picture, and a Subway employee gave them a full refund. Following the discovery of a rodent in the spinach, the entire contaminated stock was disposed of, and the restaurant passed a health check. Unfortunately, for previous customers, they unknowingly ate spinach that came in contact with the rodent, which is believed to have gotten into the sandwich from the bagged spinach rather than coming from somewhere inside the restaurant. Jones reportedly called Subway headquarters customer service to complain and ask that other customers be notified about the rodent, but he said they laughed and said that would be impossible. Cheryl Connell, director of Lincoln County Health and Human Services, said that although it's not very appetizing, the risk of someone getting sick from eating spinach from the same bin as a rodent is pretty low.
Mom discovers maggots in son's KFC fried chicken. It's a fast food nightmare as frightening as it gets. On October 10th, a concerned mother posted this video to YouTube of her son's fried chicken meal, courtesy of none other than the Colonel. On October 2nd, she took the 5-year-old boy to a KFC in West Helena, Arkansas, for a bucket of fried chicken. Shortly after the meal, the boy began gagging and vomiting, and she rushed him to the hospital with a bout of food poisoning. She must have held on to the meal, and for good reason. After inspecting the meal, she noticed little fly eggs inside the meat. By the next day, the eggs had hatched into a full-blown explosion of maggots. Ew! In response to the mother's claims, KFC released a statement saying it was highly unlikely the contamination happened in its restaurant. The company pointed to the fact a health inspector had come by days earlier and had taken a good look around the location for anything that would be of concern. KFC also noted that its cooking methods would also make it practically impossible for the eggs to survive the scorching hot temperatures the dead birds are put through. That being said, how much are you craving a finger-licking good drumstick right about now?
Girl bites into McDonald's chicken wrap and tastes frog. Like any kid, this 10-year-old girl was excited to eat at McDonald's, but after taking her first bite, it wasn't exactly a happy meal. On October 31st, Cordelia Buckley and her dad made a snack stop at McDonald's. After a long day trip in the car, they ordered what Cordelia probably thought would be a tasty, tender, big flavor sweet chili chicken wrap. They got the McDonald's meal and were ready to head home. Her dad driving, Cordelia dug into her bag and pulled out her food to feast. But when she bit into the hefty wrap, she immediately tasted something funny. Well, it wasn't so funny, actually, when she put down the wrap and opened it up to find A dead frog. A Halloween prank, maybe? Disgusted, Cordelia's dad says he called McDonald's to complain, but the manager simply offered a refund and asked for the frog back to investigate. A McDonald's spokesman says there's no reason to believe the frog came from their restaurant. The frog, 4 inches long, is now being preserved in the family's freezer. Meanwhile, poor little Cordelia has reportedly sworn off McDonald's forever. Whoever said frog tastes like chicken, anyway?
Woman finds rodent baked into Chick-fil-A sandwich. Been having a craving for Chick-fil-A? Probably not for long. A woman in Pennsylvania is taking the fast food chain to task after discovering an unwanted extra topping baked into her chicken sandwich. Yummy! Last November, 46-year-old Ellen Manfaluti and her co-worker were sitting down for their lunch break, courtesy of Chick-fil-A. When Manfaluti took a bite, she felt something funny, but figured the bun was just really badly burnt. It didn't take long for her to realize she'd just tasted rodent. Apparently, the whiskers and tail were what tipped her off. Horrified, Manfaluti had the bun sent in for testing, and sure enough, lab reports confirmed the sandwich bun consisted of a small mouse or rat that appeared fried. Her lawyer has since reached out to Chick-fil-A, but claims the company has only responded by referring him to its insurance company. Chick-fil-A's owner, Dave Heffernan, has stated he won't comment on the allegations while an investigation is underway. Manfaluti claims she's been having recurring nightmares and is now seeking $50,000 in damages for her pain, suffering, emotional distress, sleeplessness, anxiety, and PTSD. If you think she's got it bad, just imagine that poor little rat became his own last meal. So, you still craving Chick-fil-A? Didn't think so.